Hello everyone and welcome to today's session where we'll be talking about ArcGIS for developers. So ArcGIS for developers enables you to utilize the Esri APIs to build your applications, to complement them, and to also ensure that you achieve your functionalities when you're using things like platform as a service. So first things first, how do you get to ArcGIS for developers, right? So you just come to your page where you search in your browser and you type in ArcGIS for developers. You'll get ArcGIS for developers as your first option there. You click on it, and if you do not have an account, then you can actually just come and start building for free. So if you come here, you now create your developer account. You can sign in your developer account. It's advisable that you go through this process. Just get all these things correct, and then after creating your developer account, you can go ahead and sign in into your developer account. So I already have some details which I'll be using today to sign in. So I'll just use my organizational account to sign in into um, the ArcGIS online account. So I'd already preloaded that. So once you sign in into your account, you'll be asked to actually choose your API or SDK. So these are the things that will now help you in terms of enabling you to actually get the source code from our platform. And when you're building your applications, you can do the integrations easily, and you can also get source code here that can help you build your applications from scratch. So for me, I'm going to say what I want to do with ArcGIS is to build mapping applications using ArcGIS location services. So if you want to do any other thing, for instance, so I'll choose my API here. So I'll just choose API for Android, and then I'll update that. And then after preferences have been updated, I'll return to dashboard. If you're not so certain, you can skip that that part, and then you can actually proceed. And then later on, when you're sure, you can go ahead and make that selection. So you now get to your main user interface, which is now the dashboard. You can actually see some of the available resources starting to appear. So this is where you can actually manage all your layers. All right, so you can authorize all your applications. You can still manage some of the client IDs, client secrets. So every application you build, you'll actually be needing to register it, and so on. In future sessions, we'll talk about how to go about that. And then you can also see that we have the API keys sections, where you'll realize that when you do your applications, you may need to actually authorize them using some of these keys. So you can actually find that here. You can do the configuration, the restrictions, and so on. You can get some developer guides in terms of resources, tutorials, and so on. You can actually click on this to get to just see all the tutorials there. So there's so many tutorials available here. So this is still just part of the authentication. We have, these are some of the layers that are available. And as for downloads, these are some of the downloads of the materials that are available for the different languages. You have JavaScript, Android, iOS, Java, .NET, so on. So there's actually materials for each and every of these language. So if, for instance, you want to come to ArcGIS Runtime SDK for Android, you can download the materials here, depending on the release that you want to work with, right? So when you come to when you come back to the dashboard, and you actually come to create a mapping application here. So this is an example of a tutorial that you can actually get here, and this is basically taking you through data hosting, visualization, the search functionalities, routing, and so on. So depending with the language that you selected, right, you're given this on the fly on your first page. But you can actually get all the available languages that you require, right? So you can come down here and you can actually see we have all these ArcGIS APIs available to you. We have these open source APIs that are also supported. We have the third party API clients, and when you talk of extending ArcGIS, you can actually extend most of our applications depending with what you want to do. So these are some of the modules that are some of the features that are available. In terms of pricing, you can actually see that it's completely free, and on top of that you're given 50 credits per month, and you can see the things that once you start using can actually be built, and you can find all that information here. And if you don't get the information you require, you can always ask us and we'll get back to you. So that, I believe, that is the summary of what ArcGIS for developers is, and these are some of the resources that are available, and all these resources, all languages, all possible languages are made available here. And so in case of any further questions, you can ask us in the comment section below, and we'll be sure to get back to you. So thank you very much, and see you in the other sessions.